Om Bhagavad Gita, Holy Speech of Bhagavan, Chapter 5, Renunciation of Actions. Arjun said, O Krishna, at first you tell me to forsake, give up actions, and again you praise devotional work. Please tell me which is more favorable for me. Sri Bhagavan said, renunciation of actions and devotional work are both good to give liberated state, the salvation. But out of these two, devotional, being a devotee, work is superior to renunciation of actions. He who is not jealous, does not hate, does not desire, inspire for fruits of his own work, is to be appreciated as ascetic. O Mahabaho, he who is free from all bondages, easily surpass materialistic ties and achieve the salvation completely and is free from all confusions. Ignorance say that experimental philosophy is different from the way of devotion or worship, but not the scholars. Savants. The savants say, he who follows one path well out of these two paths obtains fruit of both the paths. He who understands that the state received with experimental position, philosophy, can be also achieved with the way of devotion and therefore treats both the ways equal, is the justifiable observer. O Mahabhav, mere renunciation, only with mere renunciation of all things, sorrow or pain, only takes the possession of the man as he is without a devotion. A sage joined with a devotion to Supreme God achieves the supreme abode without any delay. He who is deeply devoted, pure soul, self-controlled, winner over senses, kind, merciful, compassionate to all souls, is never entangled even though doing work. Devoted soul who knows the doctrine of truth admits that he does not do anything definitely while seeing, while hearing, while touching, while smelling, while eating, while growing, while dreaming, while breathing, while speaking, living, accepting, opening and shutting eyes. He, the soul, understands and is aware always that the material senses are involved in their respective subjects, and he, the soul himself, is aloof from them. One who performs his duty without attachment, devoting the results unto Supreme Divine God, is never affected by sins, as the lotus leaf is not touched by water. The yogis, ascetic, monks, abandoning passion and attachments, act with body, mind, intelligence, and senses only to purify themselves. Abandoning all fruits of actions, the devotee faithfully obtains peace. But he who is not connected with God, who is not devotee, and who is greedy for the fruits which are the results of his work, is bounded tied. When the embodied soul controls his nature and mentally renounces all actions, he lives happily in the city, the body of 9 gates, 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, 2 ears, 1 mouth, 1 penis, and 1 anus, without doing or causing any work. Host, master of body, city, the soul in the body does not create work, actions. In the same way, he does not make inslugate any body to work, or does not create fruits of acts. All this work is done by behavioral nature, qualities. In the same way, the Supreme Divine Spirit, greatest soul, does not accept anybody's sinful or even pious activities, but ignorant living creatures, embodied beings, are bewildered, fascinated, and tempted because of covered consciousness by ignorance. But when one is enlightened with the knowledge, when the ignorance is destroyed with enlightened divine knowledge, by which nescience is destroyed, his divine knowledge discloses everything as the rising sun brings all things during daytime, when his whose intellect, mind, integrity, and dependence become tranquil, steady upon the divine Supreme Spirit, sins and doubts are washed away with the genuine knowledge, and he becomes top-ranking and leading person on the path of salvation. With the help of genuine divine, true spiritual knowledge, and humble, holy, and enlightened saint treats, see, well-versed, well-read Brahmin, and a cow, an elephant, a dog, a wicked, in short, all creatures are equal for them. They, enlightened saints, have conquered birth and death in this life. Their minds are tranquil, steady in equality, are perfect and flawless innocent like Brahma and steady in divine universe, enigma. He who does not become overjoyed with obtaining dear desired thing, does not lament over obtaining loss, and whose intellect is steady, and who is without passion, and knows the true divine spiritual knowledge thoroughly, is steady since before. He who is not interested in external material sensual pleasure always enjoys internal remain in trance, deep and intense meditation. In this way, one who has knowledge of self enjoys unbounded happiness. Enlightened genius persons do not take part in the pleasures produced by material senses, as they are the cause of pain and sorrows. O Kaunteya, such pleasures have beginning and end. Intelligent persons does not involve themselves in and enjoy them. A man who can bear the force and influence of physical senses and can control passions and wrath before abandoning the present body is contained in this world. His position is eternal, permanent, and divine state. One whose happiness is within, who is active within, who rejoices within, and is illuminated within, is actually the perfect mystic. He is liberated in the Supreme, and ultimately he attains the Supreme. One who is beyond duality and doubt, whose mind is engaged within, who is always busy working for the welfare of all sentient beings, and who is free from all sins, achieve liberation in the Supreme. Those who are free from anger, wrath, and all material desires, who are self-realized, self-disciplined, and constantly endeavoring, trying for perfection, are assured of liberation in the Supreme in the very near future. Keeping sense of unwanted tangibility, touch a sensation out, fixing the sight, staring in the middle of two eyebrows, controlling and regulating the speed of motion of a breath in nostrils, with controlled sense organs, mind, intellect, becoming divine devotee, released from passions, fear, and wrath, the man becomes liberated. I am the Supreme Divine, acceptor of an oblation and penance. I am the greatest Divine Supreme of all inhabitants, gods and goddesses. I am a friend, desirous of the welfare of all creatures. He who has my complete thorough knowledge obtains peace from the worldly sorrows. Om, that is truth. Chapter